The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.
All right, welcome back. We have the ultimate Renaissance woman sitting beside me. She's an artist, she's a writer, she's a food scientist, and she's also a soprano. Please welcome Jennylynd James to the show.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. It's so great to be here.
Do you fly? That's all I need to know.
No, I'm not a pilot.
But you cover just about everything, right?
I try.
So the food science part I like. We have something in common. I like food. But the food scientist part was really interesting because we went to the same university, McGill, in Montreal. So that's where you got your PhD.
Yes, yes. So I did a PhD in food science. I was actually at the McDonald campus.
Okay. Yeah, in the country.
And for my research, I did molecular genetics and food fermentation technology.
Whoosh. Don't know what that means.
And subsequently, I worked in the fresh produce industry, so I didn't really use that particular knowledge. But what I had studied for my master's degree is what I went on to do in industry.
Okay, all right. So you've been around the globe. You spent some time in Montreal for your studies, and then you moved to the States.
Yes.
And then you moved to Ireland, of all places. And then you set up a Caribbean food, was it store, and then a business, and you manufactured spices, right?
Yes, so I worked in California for about 6 years. And then I was looking for European work experience. So I applied to a few jobs in the UK, and then a fabulous position came up in Dublin, Ireland. So I went to work for a fresh produce company in Dublin. And I got a little bored and decided to start my own business. Looked around and there was no Caribbean food in the supermarket. So I thought, okay, let me start a Caribbean food business.
Yeah.
And at the time the economy was booming, so the business really took off.
Okay, what year was that?
That was 2006 when I started the business.
Right.
And I made, after importing for a while, I decided to make my own condiments and sauces and spice blends. And my brand name was Bad Boy Sauces.
Okay, I'm hearing something. You are from Trinidad, right? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you put your flavor and a little bit of love in the spices.
Yes,
and
I used my own recipes. I had a curry sauce. The Bad Boy name came from the pepper sauce because it was extra spicy, and it sold quite well, even to Irish people who generally eat bland food. They loved it.
Like pepper is spicy
Scotch
for
bonnet.
Irish people.
Yes.
So they were having Scotch bonnet.
I used Scotch bonnet peppers and that Bad Boy pepper sauce, and it flew off the shelves.
Well, that's amazing.
Yes.
And how long was that business going?
I did that for about 5 years.
Okay.
Even appeared on the Irish Dragon's Den,
wow,
promoting my sauces. So
and they love your sauces. Yeah, that's big. You got the funding?
Yes, and the program.
Excellent.
I had 2 dragons who wanted to invest in the business. So, mind you, on the program, and you can check it out on YouTube, just Google my name and Bad Boy Sauces. You'll see that they tried the Bad Boy pepper sauce and they were on fire. The dragons were breathing fire. They couldn't handle it.
They couldn't handle it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So that went well, and then the recession hit.
Yes,
right?
And recession hit Ireland really, really badly, and it was quite sudden too. The economy just crashed, and it became difficult to sell exotic food. So in 2010, I folded up the business and decided to come to Canada.
Right.
Now, I'd lived in Quebec, but my daughter doesn't speak French, so I thought, okay, I'd come to an English-speaking part of Canada. So I decided to come to Toronto.
Right.
Without knowing anybody here, no job. I just showed up.
Right.
So that was quite an adventure in itself.
I can imagine.
And that is why I was motivated to write the books. The first one, Escape from Ireland, it talks about all the adventures as a Caribbean woman living and working in Ireland, and all what happened to me starting this business, promoting the business, the crash of the economy. There's a love story in here as well, you know, quite a lot of passion. But anyway.
We like passion.
And then the second book, Goodbye Frying Pan, Hello Fire. You know what they say, jumping from the frying pan into the fire. in Ireland, they were promoting Canada and Australia as the best places to move to because, you know, apparently the recession was not
affecting them so hard. Yeah.
These countries. So I thought, okay, we're Canadian citizens, we'll come to Canada. However, there is still recession here, especially in my field, I think. And so when I got here, you know, it was a bit of a culture shock.
Right.
First of all, not knowing Toronto at all.
Right.
And that's what motivated me to write the sequel.
Okay.
To Escape from Ireland. So it talks about first year and a half, what it was like as a newcomer in the city, and I touch everything, you know, trying to find a job without Canadian work experience, and trying to even open a bank account or to rent an apartment without credit history, without a job, I cover everything in this book. Mm-hmm. So people would know, you know, what it feels like to be just completely green and arriving in this city.
Okay. So it helps a lot of people too. It gives them a little guidance.
Yes.
For people who are starting fresh.
Yes.
And you know, it takes a lot of courage to start over. You know, especially when you're coming from something so successful and then walking away and starting. But you did it again. Round two.
I'm trying, I'm giving myself the extra challenge, let's say, because I'm not working in the field of food science anymore.
Okay.
So I'm giving myself a new challenge as a writer and an artist. Okay.
And that's it. Let's talk about some of your paintings. You've
Yes.
got a book, Art by Lindy James, First Phase.
Yes, so I started painting when I lived in Ireland. I didn't know I had this talent, but I took an art class, and my teacher was from Venezuela. And you know, Venezuela is very close in proximity to Trinidad. And he said, oh my God, we are neighbors. And he was so delighted to have me as a student. And he said, oh, you have good eye, you have. And he was so excited. I said, me, can I paint? And he said, yes. So I got the motivation to continue. And I took classes from Alfonso and then another teacher in Waterford in Ireland. And I've continued painting to this day because they encouraged me so much.
Right.
You know, I didn't know I had this talent. So as an adult, I discovered this hidden talent.
Later on in life,
yes,
a latent talent that came out.
So I'm promoting my work, doing a lot of art shows. I have a website where people can buy prints, but I try to do a lot of art shows around the city. And also I joined North York Regional Artists. So promoting the work online and in art shows.
Okay. Do you have a book launch coming up soon?
Yes, so I'm participating in TUBE, that's the Toronto Urban Book Expo, where you have a lot of black writers in the city. And that is going to be February 28th at Malvern Public Library. So please come on out to that. It's going to be a wonderful event. And then in July, I'm going to have a booth at the Harlem Book Fair in Harlem, New York City. And so I'm so excited about that. Yes, I've spoken to the manager of the event in Harlem. It's one of the biggest black book fairs in the United States.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's big.
I'm really excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and
great.
so I'm going to do some book readings at that event. And I spoke to the manager. He wants me to sit on a panel talking about travel books because I told him I've traveled to almost 25 countries, you know, for work or pleasure. Because I did a lot of work assignments in Latin America in particular. So they want me to sit on a panel, which is fabulous. So I'm really looking
That is
forward
fabulous.
to that.
So you can share your pearls of wisdom with everyone. And we've got some great news. The news keeps getting better and better. You're going to be giving these books away today. So make some noise for that.
Yes. So I had given out some business cards. If you have a red dot on your business card, you get Escape from Ireland. If you have a blue dot, you get Goodbye Frying Pan, Hello Fire. And the person with the yellow dot gets Art by Lindy James. So just if you took my business cards, I know some people took them up, just look at the back and see if you have a dot on the card.
Okay, we'll connect the dots at the break time, but where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can check my website, jennylyndjames.com. Okay, jennylyndjames.com. You'll find out all the information on publications, because I have a number of art publications as well as memoirs. And a new memoir coming out soon, by April, all about life in California. And that one is called Red Car, Long Legs.
Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
And,
thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I have a gift for you, Nikki, before I forget. Oh, yes. Since it's Valentine's Day. It's one of my signature pieces.
I love this one. Thank you. Thank you. And it's signed.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
It's called Tanty and Slim.
Tanty and Slim?
Yeah, Tanty is an affectionate name for a lady with, ample proportions.
Body. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
A real woman.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, we'll be right back with some more guests. Don't go anywhere.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.